Municipal Commission meeting for March 16th, or March 6th, 2018, at approximately 7:04 p.m. Roll call, please.
Mayor Santiago.
Here.
Commissioner Pepitone.
Here.
Vice Mayor Parent.
Here.
Commissioner Udalvis.
Here.
Commissioner Cooper.
Here.
And now call for Reverend Murphy to come up and give us the invocation, followed by the salute to the flag. Can we all rise, please?
Let us pray. Father, for your goodness and grace, we give you thanks. For our city, which we love, we give you thanks. And we thank you for those who lead it. We pray for your blessing on this commission meeting tonight. Grant our commissioners wisdom in their decision-making. Let them know that we appreciate their service and sacrifice. Bless this city and keep making it a better place. And we'll give you thanks for all that you do. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Reverend Murphy. This meeting is being conducted in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act of 1975, was advertised, posted, and made available to the public as required by law. The municipal clerk is directed to include a statement in the minutes of this meeting. Madam Clerk, are there any review changes to the agenda?
Yes, Mayor, there's a couple. These are the items that were changed after the agenda was published. The first one is under petitions and letters, item 2. We received correspondence received from NJDOT stating the city will receive $388,100 from the Municipal Aid Grant Program. We also have a report under Commissioner Pepitone explaining the changes to the police chief's contract. Item 3 is a new business item under 2 and 3, approving 2 social affair permits at the Elks Lodge. And item 4 is an ordinance on first reading, amending Ordinance 6-2017, establishing only 1 captain position from 2, with the second captain position changing to a lieutenant position. That's all, Mayor.
Thank you. Have somebody minutes?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, motion to approve and dispense with the reading of the minutes.
Second.
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent.
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis.
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper.
Yes.
Mayor Santiago.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Resolution?
Okay, we have a resolution authorizing an increase to the calendar year 2018 temporary budget appropriations.
Mr. Mayor, move the adoption of this resolution.
Second the motion.
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent.
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis.
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper.
Yes.
Mayor Santiago.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor,
Motion
move the bills be paid after certified.
Second the motion.
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent.
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis.
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper.
Yes.
Mayor Santiago.
Yes.
Motion carries.
We now open up public comment on agenda items only. Anyone that would like to address an agenda, please step up to the mic, state your comments, and limit your comments to 5 minutes, please, and your concerns.
Good evening, Kirk Hewitt, Millville. I'd like to address item numbers 18.07 and 18.08. They both have to deal with the Field of Dreams motocross track. Got a few questions on the items for Field of Dreams. Why on resolution item 18.08 on the adjustments and the tax and utility records is the sum of $14,505.80 being canceled for the sewer connection for Field of Dreams? But yet on resolution item 18.07, they are to pay sewer connection fee of only $3,619.20. To me, this appears that we are once again cutting Field of Dreams a break. Meanwhile, we continue to have families in Millville getting their sewer and water shut off for bills of under $50 owed. At the June 20, 2017 Commission meeting, Field of Dreams remained out of compliance for several issues, including not paying their sewer connection fees. Also, let's not forget, in 2014, they received a tax abatement. The question is, how many more breaks can we give the Field of Dreams? If we look back to the commission meeting last spring, the discussion was started by then Commissioner Ennis about the inability of Field of Dreams to meet requirements to receive a certificate of occupancy. To my knowledge, as of today, those requirements still have not been met. When will they be held responsible for meeting code and requirements for an occupancy permit? They are operating and operating strongly. If I remember correctly, Commissioner Ennis made a suggestion that operations be shut down. That was discussed among the commissioners, then agreed to by them. Nothing happened. They were supposed to go out that Saturday when the Field of Dreams opened for business, have a discussion, and they were going to close them down. The entire commission that evening, including then engineer Wayne Johnson, were adamant that the Field of Dreams were responsible for and should be held responsible to pay the $14,000 plus fees for the sewer hookup. It was also noted that the Field of Dreams took it upon themselves to do the sewer hookup to the facility without proper permitting from the city, without knowledge to the city of Millville. What is there to verify that that existing hookup meets code and regular regulations? They never pulled permits. That was verified. It was verified here at a commission meeting. When I questioned the occupancy certificate at the last meeting of the prior commission, Mayor Santiago, you said that that would have to be handled by the new commission, and you confirmed to me on record that evening that no certificate of occupancy has been issued to the Field of Dreams. It hasn't. I must call into question, and I'm sorry to do this. The election is in the past. It's done. It's history. But we've come to find that the Field of Dreams did make a monetary donation to the campaign for $1,000. I have to ask, does this have any kind of bearing in this money going away, then money coming back, still being able to open and operate with no occupancy permit? Are the people that are using that even insured after how many years that this place really hasn't met code, and they're out there using the property? I don't think the company can even have insurance to be operating. It's a lot of questions, I know, but I know you're making resolutions to move forward with this, so they need to be asked. And I'm going to end with this. It's all right to do something wrong in someone's eyes, maybe right now in the eyes of Field of Dreams. But it's all right to do it, even though it's wrong with somebody's view, if in the end run you manage to do something right. And that would be get them in compliance. Thank you.
Thank you. Wait for my solicitor. Good?
Yeah, I just,
Don't worry about it.
She's not here now. I mean,
we'll just read it all.
yeah, I got it. Just gonna read it.
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah, I just,
Okay, Mr. Solicitor.
the resolution, or I mean the ordinance that we're walking on, just want to make sure we're
Okay.
ready with
You're
that.
good. Yeah, we're
I've
good.
got it,
I
it's written, we can read it, we're good.
I got it.
Okay. Anyone else? I close the public comment on agenda items only.
Do you want to do the proclamation?
Yes, we can. So we have a proclamation this evening. So, Mr. DeAugustine, come on up. Absolutely, absolutely. You have the camera? Get a picture for him? Thank you.
Picture?
Oh, there you go.
What's that?
Get somebody from the audience. Reverend Mercury will take it because he's a good man. He's a good man. Proclamation, whereas through the support of volunteers in just 45 days, the Red Cross responded to 6 of the largest and most complex disasters of 2017, including back-to-back hurricanes, the deadliest week of wildfires in California's history, and the horrific mass shooting in Las Vegas. And whereas the American Red Cross New Jersey region responded to more than 820 local disasters last year, assisting nearly 1,900 New Jersey families who were displaced by home fires. And whereas in New Jersey, the Red Cross provides an average of 4,000 military family case services every year and collects an average of 90,000 units of blood from our generous blood donors. And whereas across the country and around the world, the American Red Cross responds to the disasters, big and small. It collects about 40% of the nation's blood supplies and provides 24-hour support to military members, veterans, and their families, teaches millions of life-saving skills such as lifeguarding and CPR, and through its Restoring Family Links programs, connects family members separated by crisis, conflict, or migration. And whereas the month of March is dedicated to all those who support American Red Cross mission to prevent and alleviate human suffering in the face of emergencies because of community depends on the American Red Cross. Now, therefore, be resolved that I, Mayor Michael Santiago, the Mayor of the City of Millville, of the State of New Jersey, do hereby proclaim March 2018 as American Red Cross Month. I encourage all Americans to support this organization and its noble humanitarian mission. Congratulations. Thank you. I must say something to you because I am one of those recipients of Red Cross support back in 2000 when I became ill and I needed multiple blood transfusions that the Red Cross stepped up along with the citizens of Millville. But that's the reason why I'm still here. So thank you so much and all that you do and your volunteers. We appreciate it. You're welcome.
If you're A negative blood, you might have gotten some of mine.
I'm O negative.
Okay. Then you didn't
Would like
get
to say
mine.
something? Introduce yourself.
Bob DiAugustine, I just want to say thank you so much for this proclamation. We are deeply appreciative of this recognition. I'm so proud to be a part of the Red Cross organization. I am been a blood donor for years. I've been on the board of the Southern Shore chapter for 6 years now. I served as chair up until a couple of years ago. And it is one of the great things that I've done with my life and that I'm proudest of, that I participate in this organization. And we need board members from Salem County. So if anyone is interested in serving on our board for the Southern Shore chapter, we would certainly be delighted to have you.
If you need any from Cumberland, we'll help you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We can call our friends in Salem for you, too. It's not a problem. Not a problem.
I live in Gloucester County. This is all too confusing.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's give him another round of applause.
We only have one board member from Cumberland, so we could
Okay,
use
so
some,
we need
some
more.
of those too.
Thank you, Reverend Murky. Okay, Madam Clerk, can we go to old business now?
Okay, under item 1 is a purchasing agent's report regarding bids received on February 15, 2018 for the project known as City of Millville Solid Waste and Recyclable Materials Collection Service, recommending award of contract to South Jersey Sanitation for their successful low bid in the amount of $883,386 for a 1-year term beginning April 1st, 2018 through March 31st, 2019.
Mr. Mayor, move be received, filed, and approved.
Second the motion?
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Petitions and letters.
Okay, we have 2 items. The first is correspondence received from the Atlantic County Municipal Joint Insurance Fund awarding the City of Millville $2,650 as a result of the city's outstanding performance in the 2017 ACM JIF Safety Incentive Program.
Mr. Mayor, move be received and filed.
Second the motion?
Any comments? Thank you to the employees of the City of Millville. Outstanding job. Anyone else?
Yay, I agree with you.
Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 2 is correspondence received from the State of New Jersey Department of Transportation advising that the City of Millville has been selected to receive funding from the NJDOT's fiscal year 2018 Municipal Aid Grant Program for 6th Street Road reconstruction in the amount of $388,100.
Mr. Mayor, move be received and filed.
Second the motion.
Any comments? Again, the main artery to Memorial High School, so thank you to the state for supplying us with those funds. Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Reports of commissioners. Commissioner Cooper.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Earlier, we filed our report for the department, but right now I just want to talk about a few things. One, as I travel throughout the city, one of the feelings that I get, and I feel like I am in touch with the fabric of the city when it comes to our citizens, is that there seems to be a loss of hope from different communities that you talk to. And as we traveled throughout the election, it was the same feeling. But what I did hear during that period, and what I still hear now, is that people want to get together. We want to be a community of one. And I talk about that a lot. We are a community of one. There seems to be separate Millvilles. We are not separate Millvilles. We are a community of one. We love each other, we support each other, and we want the best for each other in this department, in this city. So what we did, we came up with a resolution that was passed in our last meeting for the Recreation and Volunteer Committee. And I just want to give some clarification on that Recreation and Volunteer Committee. That committee is for you. That committee is us saying to you, the citizens of Millville, that we hear you, and that we know that you want to become a more cohesive city. We know that you want to be a part of a positive movement, moving forward in all aspects of the city. This is the vehicle that can do that for you. So I'd like for everyone that really has the time to be involved. You don't really have to be from Millville, but you just have to have a love for Millville. And Samantha Cruz and I, we sat down and we said, what can we do? And this is one of the things that we came up with, amongst some other ideas that we'll talk about later. But we'd really like you to be involved in this Recreation and Volunteer Committee because it gives you two important aspects of what can move a city forward. And recreation, we all like to have fun, right? We all like to get together and have fun, but why can't we get together and have fun and at the same time we can do some volunteering? Other departments need help. I know in our department we need help for the spring and summer and fall. So it's not just helping the department, but it's helping the residents of Millville. That's what it's all about. So this program is for you. So I don't want to hear you say there's nothing out there for us. Even for younger children and younger teenagers who want to volunteer, here you are. We're laying it out here for you. Volunteering is a major, major part of what makes a community move forward. There's not many vehicles for it. You now have that. So I'd like to see as many people as we can fill this place up on March 21st as we embark on our journey with the Recreation and Volunteer Committee. And helping me lead that committee, which is someone that's very special and that we all know, is Samantha Cruz. Samantha will actually be honored next week as the Citizen of the Month for Millville. Samantha, stand up. I got you turning red over there, right? She's going to be that's a gotcha.
Face,
you didn't know I was doing that. So, yeah, she's going to be honored next week at the racetrack at 12 o'clock next Wednesday, 11:30. I'm sorry, 11:30. So if you can come out to support, we appreciate that. I'll be there. And it couldn't have happened to a person that is any more dedicated and just has a hope for the city like I want for everyone here. And also, the last thing I like to talk about is leadership. And I talk about how I feel that not only do we have a lack of leadership in New Jersey, but I think nationally we have a lack of leadership. And that's because I think there's no interest in it until it slaps you in the face. So what have we done? We've put together our first Youth Leadership Summit at Lakeside, which is on March 17th. That's 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and that is inspiring young leaders and motivating young leaders to get involved in the future. Hey, let's face it. We're not always going to be up here in the dais. We're going to need other people to be able to take our place, and we need them to be ready. I need somebody to push me around in my wheelchair. So, but we need leaders for the future. I mean, I joke, but we need leaders for the future. That's starting. If you want to be a part of that, that's going to happen on March 17th. We're getting together with the school board and Spike Cook over at Lakeside to be able to make that happen. And that's all I have, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you for your
Commissioner.
time.
Commissioner Pepitone.
As I said earlier, Philadelphia has Hurricane Schwartz. We have, oh my God.
Sherman Taylor.
Thank you. Weatherman Sherman Taylor, who shared with me earlier that we're going to probably get a half of inch of snow at the most, so everybody could relax. He did also say, though, that with weather, it could be from half of inch of snow to 37 feet. So to make sure that he's right, he wanted to make sure that that spread was there for him. But really, speaking, the weather tomorrow should be good. Also, OEM is in the schools, Office of Emergency Management. They're meeting with the different 2 schools a day to actually assess the hard security of each of the schools. At the end of the week, they're going to meet with Friday. They're going to meet with Dr. Gentile to share with him their findings to make sure that our schools are as safe as they can be. I received a report from our fire chief, and he shared with me the staffing that's going on, all an organizational chart, really comprehensive report. I'd like to have that filed and entered. Also from the police department, Captain Bear shared with me that there was 169 incidences. They made 189 arrests, which was the highest in the county for new charges. So they're out there doing their job. The other thing that I want to share with you is there's changes in the police chief's contract. We didn't write this contract. This contract was in place. The changes that are going to be placed in here, or for more clarity, there seemed to be a bit of ambiguity. The first change is going to be concerning flex time. The flex time that the police chief receives is hour for hour. They wanted to make sure that it was not like an hour and a half like overtime would be, so that's clear. The other thing was when I came and reviewed the contract, his was the only contract that had 4 days removed, so we added the 4 days to make it the same amount of paid holidays that every other administrator in the city has. And finally, the ambiguity on the 2%, which was added to his salary, whether it would be before or after the 15% above the lowest ranking officer. That was also changed and clarified. So again, it's not a new contract at all. It's clarification of what was in there, and that's basically what I want to share. Thank you.
Anything else, Commissioner?
No, thank you.
Do you want to receive and file that?
Yeah, please receive and file.
Okay.
Second motion.
Any comments?
I do have a comment,
Go
Mr.
ahead.
Mayor. Mr. Mayor, I addressed Commissioner Pepitone's report this evening in order to clarify my rationale for decision-making regarding the amendment. Taking into consideration that the current contract for our police chief was passed through resolution on June 20th, 2017, and the current contract is effective from January 1st, 2017 through December 31st, 2020, I cannot support new negotiations in terms of a new contract through the scope of the fiscal responsibilities and the priorities of the city. If we as a Board of Commissioners are to examine potential revisions to salary ordinances, it is my opinion that we should concentrate our budgetary resources on revising salaries for entry-level police officers of our police department rather than to revise the terms of a contract that remains in effect until December 31st, 2020. It is not a reflection of the individual, rather the focus on priorities while considering the stabilization of our salary ordinances to demonstrate the fairness and consistency across the departments.
Okay, thank you. But
Thank
to
you.
respond to that, when I reviewed the contract, to me, when I first read it, my interpretation wasn't what was there. And if you have the opportunity to review the contract, I think you'll see that there was ambiguity in the contract of basically when the 2% was going to be added. In addition, the clarification for the flex time was basically to ensure that it was hour for hour, and that was actually wasn't in there, but we wanted to add it for clarity. And the addition for the paid holidays, which is the true change, was basically a reflection of everyone else, every other administrator in the city. to mirror what they have. So again, I don't see it as changing in the contract. I see it as clarification of the contract. I understand your opinion, but I wanted to respond to you with what I felt to be the case. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Okay. So we had a motion and a second, so
Roll call.
okay. Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udolovis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Anything else, Joe?
Commissioner, anything else, Joe?
No, thank you.
All right, Commissioner Hidalgo?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, this evening I'm presenting an update of the City of Millville's Community Development Block Grant Program. The Community Development Block Grant is a program through the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development that provides resources to communities in order to address the following national objectives: to benefit low and moderate income persons, to prevent or eliminate slums or blight, or to address community development needs of urgency due to existing conditions that pose a serious or immediate threat to the health or welfare of the community in absence of alternative funding. Attending an orientation meeting with our consultant, Alex Curio from Triad Associates, the advisory committee reviewed the components of the Community Development Block Grant to ensure compliance in granting funds and evaluating applicants for compliance. Through our Citizens Participation Plan, the following individuals dedicate their time, professional experiences, and commitment to improving the City of Millville through our 2018 Community Development Block Grant Advisory Committee: Ms. Denise Arrigo, Mrs. Debbie Malone, Ms. Heather Santoro, and Mayor Michael Santiago. As Director of Public Affairs and a member of the CDBG Advisory Committee, I would like to recognize the efforts of Nicole Almanza, our Secretary to our CDBG Advisory Committee, for her continued dedication to facilitating notices of public meetings, as well as the implementation of the CDBG program throughout its various stages. At our first public hearing on February 22, 2018, Millville's CDBG Advisory Committee welcomed the presentations and proposals from the following community programs and organizations: Glasstown Partnership at Wheaton Arts, Millville Public Library, Millville Historical Society, Millville Development Corporation, Easter Seals, Help and Hope Ministries Food Pantry, Millville Daycare, and the Shine Program. The dedication of these programs to our community was clearly demonstrated through the presentations of the aforementioned organizations, and the Advisory Committee commends each of the organizations for their efforts to contribute positively to the citizens of Millville. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Commissioner, I commend you for holding that meeting. I know it was a short time period that we had to get this report, and we had to get these folks in here, and you did it swiftly, so I commend you for that.
Thank you
And
for being a
also-
part of it.
And thank you, and I congratulate all those other volunteers. Mr. Rigo's in the audience. I'm missing anybody else, but she's here. Heather's here. So, thank you for volunteering. I think this program is going to be uplifted, and it's going to be a good thing for the city of Millville, so thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else?
That's it.
Vice Mayor?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I'd like to submit the annual tax collector's report for 2017. Move it be received and filed.
Second the motion.
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udolovis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
And I discussed on the work session that we will be introducing our budget March 20th, which is our next meeting. We're looking forward to that. And once again, I'm reminding each commissioner, please review what is in your budget, and in case there's any more adding or maybe some subtracting. But again, appreciate it. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. I do have a report for streets and roads for the month of February through March the 3rd. 97 street sweeping violations were written, 287 tires were collected, 846 potholes were filled, 80 tons of brush were collected, 2,446 bags of loose leaves were collected, retention pond on Bogdan Boulevard cut and clean, road repair on Lendon Street completed, flooding issues on Isabel Avenue repaired. There was a blockage on the manhole, and the basin was cleared. Flooding issues at Overbrook and Coombs Road repaired, blockage with overflow basin in the woods across the street. Streets and roads had 4 trees that were down. They were cut, hauled away during the nor'easter on March the 2nd, and we're currently watching another potential storm approaching tomorrow, but according to Commissioner Pepitone, we're going to be okay. So Weatherman Pepitone says we're good.
There you go.
But
Got to do a driveway if it's
yeah.
over half an inch.
in addition to that, on March 2nd, I attended the MS-25 biggest, I guess that's not a party, but a gathering for donations for the housing throughout the county. And I must tell you that Dr. Weinstein does a fantastic job. But it was even more inspiring for me because our own person that runs our program, Cindy Stanger Cook, received an award for her volunteerism and what she does for the city of Millville. But I need to give you out some records. If you have a little doubt of what M25 is about and what Cumberland County means to M25 and what Millville, Vineland, and Bridgeton does, the numbers of individuals, 37 is the number of individuals who have gone homeless. And from homeless, they've gone to home blessed. In Cumberland County since 2017, MS Initiative Housing First Collective, Collaborative, is working together to put homeless people in homes, and they're doing a fantastic job. Their goal is to at least place another 23 individuals by the end of this year. And I tell you what, with the people that they have volunteering with Dr. Weinstein, I know, Mary, you're part of it. They're doing an outstanding job, and it's just a great thing that's happening in Cumberland County. And I salute all those volunteers, and congratulations to Cindy, because I tell you what, you can't say no to Cindy. And don't, because you may have something coming at you, like a fist or something. But no, but congratulations to Cindy. And with that, we'll move forward. Thank you.
I move that the mayor's report received and filed.
Second the motion?
Any comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Thank you. Ordinances on second reading.
Okay, the first item is an ordinance to exceed the municipal budget appropriation limits and to establish a cap bank in accordance with NJSA 40A:4-45.14 for calendar year 2018.
Mr. Mayor, move the passage of this proposed ordinance on second and final reading.
Second the motion?
So this ordinance is on second reading. Number one, it's an ordinance in reference to exceed the municipal budget appropriation limits. Anyone that would like to make a comment, I open this up to the public. Please step up to the mic, state your name and your concerns, and limit your comments to 5 minutes, please. Seeing no one, I close the public hearing on item number one, ordinance on second reading. Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 2 is an ordinance to approve the application and agreement submitted by Holly City Development Corporation for a 5-year exemption or abatement from taxation pursuant to Article 1 of Chapter 65 of the Municipal Code for the project known as Glasstown Creative Enterprise Center renovations located at 14 through 16 Mulberry Street.
Mr. Mayor, I move for the adoption of this proposed ordinance on second and final reading.
Second motion.
Once again, this is an ordinance on second reading. Item number 2 is to approve application and agreement submitted by the Holly City Development Corporation for a 5-year exemption or abatement for taxation pursuant to Article 1. We open this up to the public. Anyone that would like to make a comment or concerns concerning item number 2 in an open public hearing, please step up to the mic, state your concerns, and limit your comments to 5 minutes, please. Seeing no one, I close the public hearing on item number 2, ordinance 2. Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Abstain.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. The next item is an ordinance amending Chapter 5 Alcoholic Beverage Control, Article 3 Hours of Operation, subsection 5-10 Sunday Hours of Operation regarding sale of packaged goods.
Mr. Mayor, I move that this ordinance on its second reading be accepted and filed.
Second motion.
Once again, item number 3, ordinance 2 reading. It's a public hearing. Anyone that would like to make a comment on Chapter 5 Alcoholic Beverage Control on hours of operation, please step up to the mic, state your name and your concerns, and limit your comments to 5 minutes, please. Seeing no one, I close the public hearing on item number 3. Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 4 is an ordinance approving and authorizing an application to the Cumberland County Roadway Department for the Millville Girls Softball League to hold a coin drop on June 2nd, 2018 and June 3rd, 2018 at the intersections of Buckshootum and Cedarville Roads.
Mr. Mayor, I move for the adoption of this proposed ordinance on second and final reading.
Second the motion.
Once again, ordinance on second reading, item number 4, authorize an application to the Cumberland County Roadway Department for Millville Girls Softball League to hold a coin drop on June 2nd. Please step up to the mic, state your comments on public hearing, and limit your comments to 5 minutes. Seeing no one, roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 5, an ordinance repealing Article 5 from Chapter 33 of the Municipal Code regarding license requirements to hold events at the Cumberland County Fairgrounds.
Mr. Mayor, I move for the adoption of this proposed ordinance on second and final reading.
Second the motion.
Once again, ordinance on second reading, item number 5. It's an ordinance on Article 5 for Chapter 33 of the Municipal Code regarding license requirements to hold events at the Cumberland County Fairgrounds. This is a public hearing. Anyone that would like to make comments or has concerns concerning this, please step up to the mic, state your concerns, and limit your comments to 5 minutes, please. Seeing no one, I close the public hearing on item number 5. Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 6 is an ordinance to amend Chapter 46, Section 12, salary following promotion.
Mr. Mayor, move for the passage of this proposed ordinance on second and final reading.
Second the motion?
Once again, ordinance on second reading. Item number 6 is a public hearing. Anyone that would like to state or have comments or concerns concerning item number 6, please step up to the mic, state your concerns, and limit your comments to 5 minutes, please. To salary following promotion. Seeing no one, I close the public hearing on item number 6. Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 7 is an ordinance amending the salary ordinance to reflect the following. Delete the following job title, and that's Tax Search Officer Part-Time with a minimum of $1,000, a maximum of $7,558.16. Add the following new title and include the minimum and maximum compensation. The title is Manager of Parks and Grounds, minimum $40,000, maximum $84,000, and Property Clerk, which is a part-time title, for $20 an hour through to $35 an hour. And also change the minimum and maximum compensation of the following existing title: Tax Collector with a minimum of $40,000 and a maximum of $100,000.
Mr. Mayor, move for the passage of this proposed ordinance on second and final reading.
Second the motion?
Once again, it's the ordinance on second reading. Item number 7, ordinance amending salary ordinance with the City of Millville. Anyone that would like to make a comment or has any concern concerning item number 7, please step up to the mic. State your concerns and limit your comments to 5 minutes, please. Seeing no one, I close the public hearing on item number 7. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Ordinances on first reading, please.
Okay, item 1 is an ordinance amending Chapter 2 Administration, Article 23, Procedure and Form for Notices of Tort Claim, subsection 2-81, Notices of Tort Claim Required Form.
Mr. Mayor, move for the passage of this proposed ordinance on first reading with final consideration to be given on March 20th, 2017, after due publication provided for by law.
Second the motion?
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. The second item is an ordinance amending the salary ordinance to reflect the following. Amend the salary range on the following job titles: Assistant Tax Collector, Council 18, with a minimum of $20,000 and a maximum of $60,263.08, and the Police Chief with a minimum of $70,000 and a maximum of $155,000. And add the following new title and include the minimum and maximum compensation: Senior Sewage Plant Operator, Sewer Repair 2, minimum of $10 an hour, a maximum of $26.87 per hour.
Mr. Mayor, move for the passage of this proposed ordinance on first reading with final consideration to be given on March 20th, 2017, after due publication provided for by law.
Second the motion.
Motion and
Second motion.
certification.
Yeah, the 17.
Correct. There's motion certification, and then second. Parent, Pepitone.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Any other comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
And Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, and I have one more, which was added during the work session, and that's an ordinance on first reading amending Ordinance 6-2017, establishing only one captain position from two, with the second captain position changing to a lieutenant position in our police department.
Mayor, move for passage of this proposed ordinance on first reading with final consideration to be given on March 17th, 2017, after due
March
publication.
20th.
March 20th. Provided for by law.
You are so eloquent. Thank you. Second the motion.
Any comments? Roll
No,
call.
Mayor.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Just so I'm
Thank you.
clear, you're waiving the full reading of that ordinance, right? It's ready.
Yes.
If you'd like the full reading,
Yeah.
but it
He's
is
just
ready.
so
We have it.
eloquent.
We're fine.
Okay, just checking. Want to make sure, Mayor, we're following.
He just shoves it over here.
Fine.
that's
Please
all.
proceed.
Thank you. Resolutions, please.
Okay, we have
Too
a
much fun on my left side here.
We have a resolution authorizing the following taxi cab owner for calendar year 2018. Millville Yellow Cab, 2007 North 2nd Street. Authorization is subject to receipt of approval of the required insurance documentation and all their documentation required pursuant to the municipal code.
Mayor, I move that this resolution be accepted and filed.
Second motion.
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. A resolution approving modification of employment agreement between the City of Millville and Jody D. Farabella, Police Chief, approved by Resolution 190-2017 on June 20th, 2017, for the term covering January 1st, 2017 through December 31st, 2020.
Mr. Mayor, I move that this resolution be accepted and filed.
Second motion.
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
No.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
And Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Resolution authorizing award of contract through the Cumberland County Cooperative Pricing System to South State Incorporated, Bridgeton, New Jersey, to supply VOC compliant high-performance cold patch to the city at a bid price of $102 per ton.
And with that, Mr. Mayor, I have a certification availability of funds from Marcy Shepherd's Chief Financial Officer in the amount of $102,000
Second the motion.
per ton.
Any comments?
I'm sorry.
Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Resolution 5 is a resolution authorizing special assessment of municipal liens for certain properties due to expenses incurred by the City of Millville relating to board and secure plus administrative fees in accordance with Chapter 11, Article 1, subsection 11-6 of the Municipal Code.
Mr. Mayor, I move for the adoption of this resolution.
Second.
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 6 is a resolution authorizing subrogation of revenue allocation district loan attached to 518 North 3rd Street.
Mr. Mayor, I move for the adoption of this resolution.
Second motion.
Any comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 7 is a resolution authorizing the tax collector to enter into an installment plan pursuant to NJSA 54:5-19 with the property owner of Block 124, Lot 16.01, known as 1951 West Buckshootum Road, to pay sewer connection fees in the amount of $3,619.20 in 6 equal installments of $603.20 each, beginning March 28, 2018, with the last installment on August 28, 2018.
Mr. Mayor, with the adoption of this resolution.
Second the motion.
Any comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 8 is a resolution authorizing adjustments to the tax and utility records.
Mr. Mayor, move the adoption of this resolution.
Second the motion.
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 9 is a resolution authorizing the City of Millville to enter into a 25-year lease agreement between the City of Millville and Bettina R. Pettit in order to utilize her property along Clark's Pond Road in Fairfield Township to locate the outer marker station for the Millville Airport. The City of Millville shall pay $500 annually, a $1,000 upon signing agreement, which represents 2017 and 2018 payments.
And with that, Mr. Mayor, I have a certification of availability of funds from Marcy Shepard, Chief Financial Officer, in the amount of $1,000. So move for the adoption of this resolution.
Second the motion.
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 10 is a resolution authorizing award of contract for the project known as City of Millville Solid Waste and Recyclable Materials Collection Service to South Jersey Sanitation, 253 White Horse Pike, Hamilton, for their successful low bid in the amount of $883,386, for a one-year contract for the period covering April 1st, 2018 through March 31st, 2019.
With that, Mr. Mayor, I have a certification of availability of funds from Marcy Shepard, Chief Financial Officer. Move for the adoption of this resolution.
Second the motion.
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 11 is a resolution authorizing cancellation of mortgage for property located at 2411 Shelburne Road, Block 506, Lot 4, executed by Joan A. Griffiths.
Mr. Mayor, move for the adoption of this resolution.
Second the motion.
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 12 is a resolution appointing Tracy Gregoire as follows. Tax collector from 3/6/18 to 12/31/18. Water and sewer collection municipal official from 3/6/18 to 12/31/18. And official tax search officer expiring 3/6/2019.
Mr. Mayor, I'm proud to introduce this resolution.
Second the motion.
Any comments?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. Tracy's here this evening, and she's been an outstanding city employee over the years, and we're just proud to know that she was taking on these responsibilities. We have all the confidence in the world, Tracy, that you'll do the job. Thank you very much for taking it.
And she's doing a good job as of
Yeah.
the last retirement. So thank you, Tracy.
No doubt about it.
Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries.
I'll let you catch your breath.
I'm good. Go, Mayor.
New business.
Go, Tracy.
Okay, just need a motion to authorize the city clerk to advertise for bids to be returned to the purchasing board on March 22nd, 2018 at 10 a.m. for the following projects: calendar year 2018 water and sewer department supplies, and calendar year 2018 electrical repair, maintenance, and service contract.
Mr. Mayor, move for the adoption of this motion.
Second the motion.
Receive and file.
New
Receive and
business.
file.
Yeah, you got it.
Any other comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 2 is a motion to authorize the following social affair permits on behalf of Millville Elks Lodge for a social affair on April 7th from 5 to 11, and also on June 16th from 7 to 11.
Mr. Mayor, I move for the adoption of this motion.
Second motion.
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries.
We've now reached the public comment portion of the meeting. Anyone who'd like to address the commission, please go up to the podium, state your name, and address your concerns, and please limit your comments to approximately 5 minutes. You guys are killing me today. You guys are killing me today. I know.
One, a lot better than laughing.
Mary Messicure of Millville. First of all, I want to say, so far since January when you guys just took office. I think you have done a good job. I've just recently have had a meeting with one of you commissioners, which I hope to have many more, and I'd love to have more meetings with the rest of the commissioners, whether it be one-on-one or a general whole. To kind of reiterate part of what you said, Mayor Santiago, yes, Cindy Stanger-Cook, she's done a fantastic job. She's been a part of M25 initiative for the last 4 years. 2 years, she's more or less been the spearhead to Code Blue in itself. I myself, I've done Code Blue for the past 4 years. Recently, I was hospitalized only because of my health. But other than that, yes, I've been a part of Code Blue. I've done 5 days a week, 10 at night to 6 in the morning. And the number that you mentioned of 37 people that have gone from homelessness to being home blessed, that's only been since June of 2017. So that in itself tells you that the initiative of M25 is working. And the so-called problem of homelessness can be rectified. And yes, the 23 is a prospective number that we're hoping to have at the end of 2018. And this is only March. And out of that sock hop, which is a very large fundraiser for M25, well over 280 people had attended. And there was multiple businesses as well as private residents that have turned around and have contributed to it, whether it be a gift basket or a donation. And going back to what Mr. Cooper had stated, this commission meeting and the previous commission meeting of starting a committee for the recreation thing, I've heard for a little over 20-some years that I've lived in this city, oh, there's nothing to do. I beg to differ. There's always something to do. We have residents that have pitched together and have gone and cleaned up parks, cleaned up streets. There's organizations such as the library that's always needing help. We talk about we need something for our children to do. Our children have a lot to do. All we need to do as adults is to direct them in the right direction. And this is a fantastic way. I applaud those students that came forth earlier in the work session and spoke. I applaud those students from the tragedy out of Florida that stood forth, and instead of being angered and bitter and negative, they're using their voices in a positive direction. Well, so can our students. And if we have people who come out to these meetings, like for the Recreation Committee, this city does things like play streets. You have Volley for Life. You have Community Day. We're now doing the summit. There was Books for Mrs. M. These are all different things that students and adults can do together, which promotes unity and family. And this is kind of what Millville needs. And the only other thing that I have is, we've heard a lot about the so-called eyesore that Wheaton's property has, the one right behind the McDonald's and next to the Chinese buffet. Nothing more has been said about it except it's been here, it's been there, it's tied up here. I believe the public would like to have a little more knowledge of what's going on, where we are in that direction, along with the fact that I understand businesses come and businesses go. PAL is a fantastic organization. They still do not have a building.
Mayor, you have 1 minute.
Vineland has a building for their POW. Why doesn't Millville? And in the process, why can't we use that? Even if it's a temporary thing, instead of here, there, and everywhere, and when the mood strikes. I thank you.
Thank you, Mary.
Good evening, everyone. Samantha Cruz, Millville Parks Department, also resident here from Millville. What I wanted to talk about real quick is, and I know Commissioner Cooper went over it, but the RVC, the Recreation Volunteer Committee, we are having our very first meeting on March 21st, which is a Wednesday. It's a day after commission meeting, so maybe you can camp out here,
There
right?
you go. I like it.
No, we all have work and stuff like that the next day. But we did have a request that some people are, believe it or not, do not go on the computer, which is, I'm okay with that. I like, sometimes I'd rather be a little old school and do that. So the Facebook and all that takes over your life. So we did create a new form. So if someone needs this, or you know someone that wants to sign up, but they just don't do the whole internet thing, just get with me. I'm going to have copies out. Commissioner Cooper or myself will take them and we'll input them ourselves, so no one gets left out, because we want everyone. We're cool with the kids come in. We're good with the older people coming. We want everyone here. And I will tell you, Mayor, I think you're going to have a lot of wings to buy, because we're already like up to 20 people.
I'm good.
So, Mayor did promise that last meeting, so we're not going to let
I'm
him
good
get
for
that,
it,
right,
too.
Commissioner Cooper?
Always going to be good food there.
But like
They may not be cooked. You may have to cook them.
Oh, you know what?
They'll be cooked.
You know
They'll
what?
be cooked.
John Cruz will do it.
Ah, she volunteered.
We'll have volunteers to do it.
They'll be cooked.
But we always do. The city of Millville has so much going on, and basically this is going to be that hub. We want everybody's information. We want everything going through the Recreation and Volunteer Committee, and I'm very excited about it. I mean, we have, even in a couple weeks here, we have our annual Easter egg hunt on March 24th, literally 11 o'clock sharp, 11:03. No eggs, no candy, no toys to be found. It's the cleanest place
All
ever. So
cleaned up.
I actually want to maybe tease the kids, put them out and oh, the trash is candy, So, but I'm telling you, 11:03 gone. So if you want to see that, don't be late, honestly. And then we do have our Holly City Striders that goes all year long, and we really enjoy that partnership with Lakeside Middle School. It's a nice, clean facility to be in. And we're looking forward. We're going to be meeting with the Holly City Development Corporation soon to get Play Streets rolling. We've been a part of that for the last couple years, well, since it started. A lot of great people come out to that and is part of that. So that's a great summer activity. And we're just always rolling. We always have something going on, so reach out to us. I know all of our leagues need volunteers. If something just calls out to you that you want to be a part of the city of Millville, there's something for you, and we will find something for you. So we do appreciate that, and like I said, I'm available by email, by Facebook, telephone. I think I've put my cell phone number out there numerous times. Call me. You see something, and it needs to be addressed, we'll take care of it. I have my guys there the very next day, and this is nothing new. We've been doing this for years. So I just continue the support that we have in the Parks Department. We get our nays and we get our yays, so, and we can take it all. So we're excited about that. And I have to say, Samantha Cruz would truly not be anything if it wasn't for her department. I happen to be the face, but my men every day are really the ones who deserve the credit, truly not me. So I just want them to know that. Thank you.
Good evening, Commissioners. Angeline Broomhall, Millville. I'd like to speak on the change of the police chief salary. The average length of service in the state of New Jersey for a police chief is 26 plus years. Our current chief has 18 years. The average salary of a police chief in the state of New Jersey is $150,000. That's average. Our starting officers start far below the average starting salary. And you just voted on the first reading to put our police chief far above the average salary, despite the fact that he has far below the amount of service time in. that does a lot to the city, and it's much more than a dollar amount. I'm not saying that anybody shouldn't get their fair share. But that's going to affect the ability to recruit quality police officers. When you're sending all the money to the top and they know they're never going to get there, never, because we have people in the police department right now who have more service than our chief. You want to take extra money out of all the seniors, all the retired, out of those poor young men and women who are coming into this city for $34,000 when they can go 2 towns over and make more? But we're going to take it all and put it to the top. And then especially with the way my political ways are, is we have a huge divide, right? The ones at the bottom stay at the bottom, and the ones at the top just keep eating and eating and eating and eating. And again, I'm not denying somebody a fair wage. That wage is not fair. Another police chief, and the superintendent for the New Jersey State Police, entire state, $139,000. $139,000. But you just sat here on the first reading, and I'm hoping and I'm begging that you reconsider and you compare what other police chiefs are making with similar departments, similar issues, similar experience. Don't compare it to Atlantic City, because we can't. That's not the police force that he's responsible for. 26 years of experience is the average length of time a police chief has in the state. And they're making less than what ours of 18 years is making. Now, before the new raise. He's already making more than average. We can't do that. And we can't expect our officers, current and future, to think that that's okay, that they're forgotten, that their jobs and that their families don't matter. They matter too. Not saying that the chief doesn't do a hard job, and not saying that he's not a good guy or that he's not doing his hardest for work, but what's fair is fair and what's right is right. And you know, as an educator, Mr. Davalos, you know that you're not going to see and eat your lunch in front of all your kids if they're hungry. You'll at least go somewhere else and do it, and you're certainly not going to take their lunch money to do it. And that's what we're doing. You want to take it away from those new recruits making 34. That's exactly what you're doing. And that cannot happen. We can't allow that to happen. We need to support our policemen, all of them, and we need to support their families, all of them. They need our support. And to say this and speak against the chief's contract is not speaking against the police. I am trying to support our police and make sure that they all get a fair wage. Thank you.
Thank you. Seeing no one else, I close the public portion part of this meeting. Comments of commissioners. Commissioner Cooper.
No comment, Mr. Mayor.
Commissioner Pepitone.
Thank you. And I like to say, wow. I hear your passion, and I agree with you, but let me establish that this contract was not negotiated by this present commission. It was in place. What was done specifically, and it needs to be understood, is a review was made of it, and as far as I'm concerned, I've been involved in contracts as president of the teachers union for many years. And as I read it, I interpreted it as I saw fit, made changes that were appropriate, and moved on from there. So please understand that money is not being taken from the bottom. In addition, as president and head negotiator of the teachers union, when I came on board, we had an 18-step guide with a $15,000 bubble. Through years of working through the guide, we reduced it to 13 years. I understand contracts. So I feel, as you do, that more money needs to be placed at the bottom of the guide. We call it the guide in education. However, that's going to take money. And when our budget comes around, you're going to probably guess where I'm going to stand. But I need your support to say, let's put the money where it needs to be placed in the police department. So I'm just sharing with you my feelings. I feel your passion. I agree with you. But please understand what was done. Thank you.
Commissioner Hidalgos?
In order to clarify, the ordinance that was passed today regarding salaries is in order to keep it in compliance with the contract that is already in place. So the price, and I know that that's something that the city administrator has given, multiple persons information regarding, and I don't know if it's something that you might be able to
The
provide.
ordinance that was introduced tonight has a salary range. The contract is,
If it's not,
Introduce yourself for us,
I'm sorry.
Regina.
Regina Burke, City Administrator.
Thank
The
you.
ordinance that was introduced tonight is a salary range. The contract as is written today will never hit that amount. It's much higher than it was. There is a clause in the contract that has to do with negotiations settling in the superior contract that could affect it. So rather than continue, we're having a lot of trouble. We're introducing salary ordinances every week. It was decided to expand the range. In no way that's what we're giving him, so that we won't have to do it again should there be some type of increase. But his salary doesn't go anywhere near the top of that 155.
Thank you, Regina.
Thank you, Regina, for that clarification.
And with that clarification in mind and considering the item concerning the salary ordinance, one of the goals of this commission is, in fact, to stabilize the salary ordinance that going forth. So if there are contracts that are in place, those are beyond our control. The contract is in effect. It is in effect until 2020. So at this point, as a board of commissioners, it's our goal to stabilize as best as we can the salary ordinances that are still in place, and that is something that, in examining the budget and examining our fiscal responsibility as commissioners and bringing that forth, that is our role in going forward. As for contracts that are already in place, to adjust the salary in order to keep it in accordance with the salary, that is the issue with that particular amendment. Now, addressing other issues that have also been highlighted by Commissioner Pepitone's report, that was another amendment to a contract that actually encompassed some of the aspects of the contract itself. So just to provide some clarification, thank you to our City Administrator, Regina Burke, who was able to provide that this evening. It is a difficult decision, and it is one that each person weighs individually. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Commissioner. Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Police department's very close. It's very close to me personally. There's no question we discussed as not just candidates, but as citizens, and we were very fortunate, as a group out there campaigning. My goal is to take care of our rank and file police officers. That starting salary is disgusting. I am the first to say that. We're going to work hard within our budget presently to look forward to increasing once that contract comes through and it's still on the books. That is one of my top priorities, to make sure that we take care of our police officers and pay them a decent salary to start. It's mind-boggling that we're asking our police officers to put their lives on the line today, not like it was 20, 30 years ago. There's no such thing as a routine stop a car. These scumbags, that I call them, won't hesitate to kill a cop. Their life is out there every day. And we have to make sure that we provide the police officers with the right salary to recruit good police officers. That is a priority in my agenda. And I just wish we could renegotiate those contracts, believe me. But it's there. I'm looking forward to the new contract with our police department. You're absolutely right. So we'll do our best in the meantime. As far as the recreation things going on in the city, I want to thank Commissioner Cooper. It's great because a lot of good things are happening within this city. One of the things that this administration will be doing is honoring many of those nonprofit agencies that are out there every day that you don't know about, that we know them. We see them every day out there working in our community. And it's those unsung heroes, which I call them, that have been doing it for many, many years. And this is the backbone of our community. And we're going to let them know we appreciate what they do. One of the things that we have to make sure that we're going to do is bring pride back into this city. And I can only tell you that we're seeing it. We're seeing some enthusiasm out there by citizens seeing that there is a future in this city, and we're going to take that bull by the horn. We can't do it by ourselves. We need everyone to work towards that. You know, we appreciate people coming and speaking before the commission. You know, we don't just shake our head no. We understand that you're coming across on something that is important to you, and we want you to know that. One of the most important things that we can do is work with everybody. We can't do it alone, folks. We need everyone working with us to help move this city forward. One of the questions again this evening was what's happening to the Wheaton property. There is a gentleman here this evening, along with council, going into closed session. We're meeting with them ongoing. As of even yesterday, a strong meeting going on. But we're going into closed session so that we can let the rest of the commissioners know exactly where we are and how close we are of making something happen. I can't tell you any more than that. I've been with them even before we were sworn in. I met the people. So we have been working with them, and we're looking forward to closing that deal. So I'll let you know that. With that, Mayor, progress.
Thank you. Well said, Vice Mayor. I'd like to thank Mary and Angela for your comments. We've heard you, we're doing what's responsible as a city commission, and we're going to continue to do that. Whether it's in your favor or not, we're here to do what's right for all citizens of the city of Millville. Sam, I love that enthusiasm, and that's the enthusiasm that this city is showing throughout this building, your building, the police department. So continue what you're doing because we see it. We're proud of you. Commissioner Cooper, you got a great partner there, and it's nothing but success for this commission in the city of Millville. So with that, folks, we're going to go into resolution item number 13.
Yep, we have a resolution authorizing a closed session to discuss the following matters. LKQ Corporation under contract negotiations and the deliberative process, GGI under litigation, and DeSantis MOU under attorney-client privilege.
Motion?
Mr. Mayor, move the motion.
Second.
Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Action may be taken following the closed session. I ask Commission to move quickly to the room because Mr. DeSantis has to get back to New York tonight, and there's weather involved, so let's get him moving. I got you.
I'm gonna wear shoulder pads next meeting.
Gonna need some big ones. Gonna need some big ones for him.
Leg.
Yeah, from him? Oh my gosh! You gotta learn to keep your hands to yourself.
Mike,
Yes, sir.
make sure he stays here all the time.
I love you, Joe. I love you.
All right, Madam Clerk.
Alrighty, we have a resolution authorizing a 120-day redevelopment agreement with Anthony DeSantis with contemplation of sale at $50,000 for the former Wheaton property.
Mr. Mayor, move the adoption of this resolution.
Second the motion.
Any comments? I thank all the commissioners for going into closed session and thinking this, and it's something that's been on our agenda for many years, and I think it's moving forward, and I think that the citizens of Millville are going to be happy with what's going to be happening. Anyone else? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Perrin?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. I just need a motion to adjourn.
Motion
So
to-
moved.
Second.
All right.
Any comments?
All in favor?
All in favor? This meeting's adjourned. Thank you.